Welcome to this Excel video, and in this Excel video we will focus on how to use the if statement. The if statement analyzes if any situation is a yes or no situation based on a condition. So did it matches the condition or it did not match? It's one or the other. And it's a very useful tool to analyze items. So imagine here we have here our sales record of today's sale, and you can see here all the products we're selling are all fruits, and this is the sale for this is the sale for that day. You can see every sale has a certain amount of dollars in sales. So let's match them and start to analyze based on a condition. For example, we want to know what is the average sale, and once we know the average sale, then we can say if any sale is below the average or above. So let's try that right away. So the first thing what we're going to do is we will start to calculate here below. We'll get here the average. So to do that, we type in here equal sign and average. And once you do that, we can open up our function. And then here we can search for the average. Yes, we click on this, and then we have here our formula builder. So in the formula builder, we can start inputting the values. And the values that we need is just the entire column of total sales. So let's select those. So once we selected that, you can put in enter to confirm. And you can see $13.96 is the average sale. So let's remove the formula builder. So now we have our value. This is the value that we want to use to analyze if something is above or below average. So how to do that? So we have now our average, and now let's start to use the if formula. So how to do this? Equal, and then we type in here if, and then we open the formula builder. Let's open that one. And in here we have the condition. So the first question is, what should be the condition? Well, everything should be above or below a specific value. Yes? So, what we'll do is following. We will say, if the total sale of this receipt is larger or equal, please note, always use it like this. Larger or equal, and same if you do smaller, they say smaller or equal. Equal always at the end. So larger or equal to the average. You can see right now it analyzes as false. If true, then we say okay. And then because we have here text, we need to put it in double quotations. And if not true, then no. So let's click here done and close this. All right. So you can see this matches perfectly and it works correctly. And what we have to do now is we have to drag this down. But before we can drag this down, we need to freeze the red cell here. So why? If we will drag down, then this cell will jump down one by one as well. So what we need to do is to hold it here to freeze the cell. So let's do that. To do that, we just type in F4. And now it's frozen the cell and it works. So now we can drag this down. And there you are. So you can see this works beautifully. And you can see instantly what is above and what is below. So what can we do next? So what we want to do now is we want to give it some color coding, because right now it's not that nice. So how can we do that? We can do it with conditional formatting. And with conditional formatting, we will give also a formula in here, and that's very simple. So first, let's search here. What's the condition? We say equal to. Since we only have two values that are equal, it will be very useful to analyze just only those two values, and that's it. So what we'll say the following is, all right, we have here the style, classic, we can use all kind of color codes and all different things here. Perfect. However, we'll just do the classic. And the classic is simple. And we'll just say here, if the cell format contains a specific value, and that value equals to no. Yeah, so since this is the no, and we have the other one later on is okay. So it's equal to no, then it should be red. And you can change it maybe, let's say only red text instead of background adjustment. So, okay, all right, that works fine. Next one, exactly the same, conditional formatting, but then equal to okay. And if it's okay, then we'll say green. Since we don't have here any option, so let's select here. You can see here all the options. You can even do background colors. Not interested. We are only going to take the green color. And okay. Now you can see right now, wait, we need to clear up some information here more. Say clear. So remove any design that is related here. Then alright. So it's only green. Then click OK to confirm. And now you can see it is red and green. And if we increase the price here to $15 or the sales amount, this matches. And maybe you say, well, this is really nice. I see all these okay and no, but you want to go far more deeper. You want to use icons. Since icons is getting very popular on the websites, however, on Excel, icons is also a perfect match and it's easy to use as well. So how to do that? Well, in this case, we have to change the font type here. So you see this? What we'll say here is we're going to search for a new type of font. And one of them is the wingdings or the dingbats. So it depends. This is a MacBook, and in MacBook they probably have a slightly different name for it. Because I know normally it's the wingdings on the Microsoft Office. So you can see here right now, I just selected the dingbats. And we have here all kind of options here. Now we get these kind of icons here as stars. So we could put in stars, but we don't want the stars. What we really want is we want to have the number of the check mark, or we want to have a cross. So how to do that? Well, in any of these icons, the letters are representing an icon. So if I would change here instead OK to K only, you can see something is happening here. You see this is a star. So what we really want to do is, I know that number 3 is a check mark. As you can see here, you can see that it's translating everything into icons, and then if I type in number 3, you see here more check marks popping up. If I type number 2, there's some pencil or arrow, and the number 5, you see all the X's. So what we want is number 3. And what we want to do as well is here, instead of number this, now no, we want to change this to 6, or let's do 7. Looks perfect. So number 7. Enter. You can see now we get a check mark. And if I go down to a number 10, then I'm below average, and then we get an X. Alright, this is exactly what we want. And let's copy these all. Now we need to change the condition. The condition what we had before is not matching with the current condition. Let's go here to conditional formatting, and then we're going to manage the rules. And here we have our value that should be okay. Now you might wonder, oh, what's the value then? You can see here we have the value number 3. The 3 stands for a check mark, and the number 7 stands for an X. So let's adjust them. So let's select this, and we click here, edit rule. And then we have here, it should be equal to number 3. Okay. And secondly, here, we're going to edit this one. And then we say this should be equal to number 7. Alright. Once we did that, we click here OK. And we confirm it, and instantly it matches. And so what happens if we change the average here? Everything else is starting to match as well. If we put this 25, you can see instantly everything goes up. And this works exactly as it should be. So this is how you can use if statement and use an advanced level of if statement with some conditional formatting to make a nicer and professional design. So if you like videos like this and you want to know more about Excel, check out the link below where you can find multiple Udemy courses at a special rate.